Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Muffin. This is Muffin's Redstone Guide, and without further ado, let's get straight into Minecraft's observers. Observers' only purpose is to sense change in blocks and output it as a one-tick signal behind. So, this face looks at the block in front of it, which can be anything. Redstone dust, the only things it can't be are entities, which I will get to later. But if I turn this redstone dust on, the observer sees, oh, it's gone on, and pulses this. If I turn it off, it sees, oh, it's gone off, and pulses it again. Then, if I were to take this, and go like that, and turn that on, and then this, it powers it more, and it powers it less. So even that changes it. Pretty much change in blocks, it will sense. It will sense if you place a block. It will also sense fences if they move, like that, but not like this because the fence isn't actually changing. But here, the fence is getting this arm. And same goes for when you break it. When you break it, see, it also updates. When you move the observer, it also senses change in the block in front. I'm guessing this is because the two airs have very slightly different data. But anyways, when you push it with the piston, it'll shoot a signal out the back, which is always a one-tick signal for observers. So you might need to occasionally extend it a little. Observers, for whatever reason, cannot sense when chests are opened, as you can see here. This did not turn on. Or when a chest is getting filled up. And same goes for if I manually fill it up. Let's just get it in frame. If I go like that, it does not turn on. Just an interesting thing to note. I thought that you could do this until I tested it, and then I realized you couldn't. So keep this in mind if you're wanting to build some elaborate storage system using observers. As I said earlier, observers do not sense entities because you can put more than one on a block. Entities mainly include armor stands, boats, and minecarts, as well as mobs. These cannot be sensed because more than one can be on a block, and how on a block would they have to be on the block, you know? It's like I can stand in the middle of a block, or I can stand in the edge of a block, same with anything else. So they don't sense these. If I take away this guy's hat by right-clicking it, see, no change. The thing you're probably most excited about to do with observers are the flying machines. Now, if you've been around the Redstone community for a while, or even just the regular community, you'll know what a flying machine is. It just pushes you one way or the other way. It uses 2 observers, 2 sticky pistons, and 2 slime blocks, and will fly you infinitely until you stop it using something like obsidian. How it works is that when you place a block here, it will start the machine by one-tick pulsing the sticky piston, and when you one-tick pulse sticky pistons, it will extend and retract without the block in front of it, because the game's code does not update fast enough for it to realize that the thing has gone out. Then, because this observer is over here now, it will power this piston, which is here, to extend, and it will push nothing because there's nothing there, and then retract this slime block. And because it's a slime block, it'll retract these two as well. The pistons always have to be facing towards the slime blocks, and the other blocks always have to be directly touching this slime block. That's something you've got to keep in mind when making other ones. Also, the observers always have to either power on top of the block, or they have to power through the slime block into the sticky piston, as seen here, where this observer powers through this block into the piston, because it does not power when it's like this, as you see if I place something there. Also, because the piston limit is 12, and standard flying machines use 3 blocks on either side, you can attach up to 9 blocks on any side of a flying machine. So now I've put 9 blocks on this bottom half here, then I could also go and put 9 more blocks on this top side here, like so. Oh, I've accidentally turned it on, and now I will have to dig it out of the ground because it's stuck to the floor. I think that should work. I think. Yeah, that should work. So then now if I start it, nope, it's still stuck to something. I think I've placed too many blocks over here. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, I have. Now it should go. So if we get away from the horrible noise for a bit, you'll see it's going up, and it's got a number of blocks on it. I accidentally placed too many on it because I miscalculated that number. However, it'll go up, and to stop it, you just place a block of obsidian on it like that. This can be anything that stops it, crying obsidian, chests, anything like that. Obsidian's the easiest one to use. Or just let it fly to build height, then it'll stop. The way to get it to go back down is to place it in there. And now it will fly downwards. And to stop it, just get obsidian and place it like that. And now you have a parked flying machine. This is only the simplest way to do flying machines. There are tons of others that you can build. If you want a design, you can look them up, or you can just try to build your own. It's not that challenging. You've just got to do a bit of trial and error. Well guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Muffin's Redstone Guide. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a very wonderful day. Bye!